And this is A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition.
See, it looks like it's
Check,
going
yeah.
up.
Yeah, I got levels.
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Hey. Tell us if you can hear us, because I want to be sure that you can. I'm going to come over here and try to go into the comments. I'm not, I need a touch screen is what I need. Oh, there we go. Comments. Okay,
All
can
right.
you guys hear us? Let us know. I see you already getting some what up, Steven.
Let's go. Hey, guys.
Hey, you guys.
Happy to be with you here.
Welcome to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. We have the Wrestling Historian Stephen Sandridge up
Happy
in here.
to be
Look
here.
at this title. Y'all cannot
Can't go
see
anywhere without big gold.
but it says his name right here,
Yeah.
Sandridge engraved. Beautiful.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Holding some gold, but that's okay. All right, you guys. So you do hear us. That's awesome.
Sub main event.
Now, A is going to try to come up in here and say hello. Hey, Crazy Cam. How you doing? Let me see if I could also see what's going on in here.
What's up, Blood Ninja?
Time. All right, I'm going to give a shout out to the mods. First mod, Stephen Sandridge.
Hello.
But actually, before I do that, let me give these channel mascots their treat, because I know that they're like, hello.
Oh, they look ready to go.
All right, you guys, we have, come here. You guys ready? Yeah, they're ready. Okay. Okay. First
Get the
in line,
treats.
right? First in line, I don't know, what does he say? From parts unknown, and I don't even remember what you weigh, like 16 pounds or something. Boom, crusher. Woohoo!
Looks like a cruiserweight, jumps like a heavyweight. Let's go.
Right? And the next in line is Stella the Storyteller. There you go, baby girl. All right, you guys. So A is working late today. So we have the privilege of Stephen Sandridge holding it down for him. So I'm going to give a shout out to the mods and the members. And then we're going to get into this as it's starting to kick off. Let's see.
All right. This is going to be like in The Matrix when that lady who played the Oracle died. Like, the lady they hired was fine, but it's just not the same as the original. So, we'll be all right. We'll get through this tonight.
We'll be all right.
All right.
All right. So
We're still in Riyadh tonight.
We are. You were correct on that.
Saudi Arabia. Man, the architecture there is wild.
It is so beautiful. They are fancy
It's
over
also
there.
like walking through an oven, but that's another thing.
Is it?
Well, hold on. I should pause on that. I actually am incorrect. I'm thinking of Dubai, which is not far away from there, but I spent a night in Dubai on an international flight one time, and walking out of the airport, I was like, "Why? It hurts my feelings. It's too hot. It's too dark to be this hot."
Oh,
it's the middle of the night.
Awful.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But yeah, beautiful though. Beautiful
Yeah.
place.
All right, first mod, we're going to give a shout out, main event, Mommy Gia, what's up? We acknowledge you.
Yeet.
Yeet, let's see. Is Sophie Dophie up in here? Where are you at? Let's see. There's a lot of talking up in here.
Yeah, we got a chatty group tonight. I like that.
Blood Ninja 664, the gamer. And that's all the mods we have in here. No Sophie Dophie, no Jaden Winchester, not yet. It's early in the night. Members, we got Anthony. How you doing,
up, Anthony?
We also have, let's see, what other members are up in here? Is that it? Wow. Wesley Franklin, how you doing?
What's up, Wesley?
The Three Kings.
All right.
Hey, Three Kings. We hope you're feeling better. Give us your latest update.
Yeah, man.
Kaomi, how you doing? I love your name.
That's great.
And J.R. Dugan.
What's up, JR?
Yes.
Oh, I see you too, Dylan. What's up, man?
Yes. So, okay, first in line with that fast pass, Rickardy said yeet.
Yeet.
How you doing, Rickety? Brandon King Carter. Fareed Saheed, how you doing?
What's up, Fareed?
Who else we got up in here? Go JB24, because
Okay.
you got to put the foe on it.
Woo.
Yes. Who else we got?
Symbol of
Who else
excellence.
we got? They're just showing the
Recap
recap
from
right
Crown
now.
Jewel, some of that bloodline drama.
Wrestling
Sammy's in the mix
Oh, I
again.
can't even say your whole name, bro. Wrestling is foretold. Let's see. Welcome, welcome. Michael Tolbert, how you doing? We are doing well. Samantha Poole, how you doing, boo?
What's up, Samantha?
Yerd. Dylan Danger. Jody Bennett. Woo! What up, Jody?
What's up, Jody? How's Florence treating you?
Patrick Case. Aaron Teagle. What's new in our world? Just trying to see what Raw's going to bring us. Brandon Thomas, Justin Hollencrane, Ahmed Babul. No, we don't want any spoilers.
Yeah, this is a taped show tonight,
No
so
spoilers.
with B's permission, I'd like to ask my fellow mods, if you see any trolls in there spoiling, just put them in timeout.
Yes, because we don't want.
This isn't a place for that.
No. Aaron Drew.
Little chilly. Go to Bojangles. Get you some biscuits. Eat one for me, please. I hadn't had a Cajun filet in 2 years.
T-Man, how you doing, T-Man? Bone Crush, you got a shout out. All right, y'all. So there you go. We gave everyone a shout out. So I'm caught up. See, that's how you do it, A. A is going
Thank
to
you,
come
Jen.
up in here.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Oh, look at starting off with the first super chat.
Okay, Three Kings.
Okay, Three Kings. That's why you the champ. All right.
Priest looking clean.
He is looking clean.
He's not wearing that black leather, or he's walking into the building. but
That's
still-
true. We'll see. I'm doing great. I can finally walk for the first time in a month. Oh, praise God. In
All
great
right.
spirits today. Got over 20 staples removed in two. Oh, you get
days.
over 20
Okay.
staples removed in 2 days. Finally.
All
oh
right.
gosh, jeez, man. Every time I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but it just makes me cringe. Like, oh man, that's so awful.
You've got the fortitude, my friend, to withstand all that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, here comes Liv.
Here comes Liv, y'all. Oh,
Oh, it's okay. It's
okay.
Raquel.
Well, here comes Raquel. Now
there she is. All right. And Dom. I feel like Dom adds more layers every time I see him.
I think so. Did you see Lin-Manuel?
Yes.
Did you guys see that?
That was amazing. I don't know how many like Hamilton fans are in the chat, but Lin-Manuel Miranda, no, he's not an EGOT yet. He doesn't have an Oscar yet, but he's written the music for like Hamilton, Moana, all kinds of things.
He's
Huge
amazing.
wrestling fan, by the way, too. And
He's
dressed up,
amazing.
cosplayed as Dirty Dom for Halloween and met Liv Morgan and Dom for that. And
it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. It was so much fun. If you're in the middle of that Venn diagram of those two circles, it was a real multiversal moment for me. It was
Right.
a lot of fun.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, JR. Raquel needs, these are the shades she needs to stick with. Because I've said this in the chat for the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps wearing these like cutesy 6-year-old girl shades, like the little girl from
Right.
Logan.
Yes.
Well, I mean, who's not a little girl anymore? She's grown up. But I'm like, I get X-23 vibes every time I see her with like
Right, 'cause
pink
that's
sunglasses.
That's not like you're not scaring us with
Yeah,
that.
no.
Oh, this is something I want to stay. Oh.
Okay, there's the ring. It's not bad. I mean, it ain't the belt, but it's not
Right.
bad. Okay.
That sucks. I'm so upset that she's gone. She just got back.
I hate that for Rhea, but also like when she comes back this time, everybody's gonna be like clamoring for it, assuming they let Liv do a little bit more. I hope they don't rewrite everything. I hope
Right.
she's not gone for long.
No, I hope too. Hey, well-rounded Leo.
Okay, well, what kind of biscuits do you like, Leo? Because if you live in a place that has Bojangles, I'm sure there's a good biscuit place for you.
This is so much better than her first title run was so
The one where she beat Ronda? Yeah.
awful.
Oh,
This
they
is
have
so
really
great.
invested in her. Her and Dom as a pairing, like,
It's great.
at first I just loved it for the shock value, but they've really kind of
it's
become their
great.
own thing.
It's great. I love that he can't get a word in
Yes,
still.
Brandon.
It's so great.
Even Saudi Dom gets booed. Yes.
Everywhere. Hey,
Who's coming in?
Shamanica Williams.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay, Jade.
What's going on here?
She looks a little Jade Poolish.
Ooh, somebody wants to be two belts Jade. She just looks like a straight superhero.
You know, when
I
you
just love it.
when you play the 2K game and you do like the GM mode, they give you extra points for like matching up two superstars who have different styles. So like
Okay.
a giant versus a cruiserweight or something like that. And Jade and Liv, once Jade gets more comfortable in the ring, could be a really entertaining matchup. I still think Jade needs a little more time, but
Yeah.
you know.
But at least she's going in the right direction.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
totally working
She's
on
not
it.
regressing.
Yeah.
She's not regressing.
For sure. Hey, Alexis White. How you doing? Hey, KJ. Hey, Patrick Case. Hey, Dawsey Chatham. Hey, Lauren Biggs.
Let's see. Dawsey, oh, okay, it's a tag match. They set it up. Oh, on Raw Talk. Okay. I
Oh.
love setting up matches in the peripheral programs.
Yeah.
It rewards people. Dawsey, is this a title match? Or is it just non-title?
Well, here's your chance.
Liv slowly trying to walk it back a little bit.
They both laughed at that.
Liv always trying to be a home wrecker around here.
Right?
I'm all for an eventual breakup, but I don't want
Right.
Liv to be the reason. Come on.
Right.
Well-rounded Leo, I'm going to have to come to your neighborhood and go to Popeyes because my Popeyes biscuits experience have been like hockey pucks. So I'm going to have to find a good Popeyes.
Oh, a ref just rolled up in the
Uh-huh.
ring. Back up.
Oh.
She about to slap her.
Oh. What did the five fingers say to the face? Slap.
Slap.
Oh. For half a second, I thought she was going to hit her with the braid.
Right.
But that would have left a mark.
Worse.
Yeah.
I should clearly told her to stop doing it or something because she doesn't do it at all anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it does need to be like a special thing.
Yeah. But once someone pulls it, I think that it makes it fair game.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Battle Royal for next contender.
Okay. I'm coming, Three Kings. I see that you did a super chat. Hold on.
I'll tell you what, a Battle Royal is a great stepping stone in the journey to a tag team breakup.
It is.
Historically speaking.
It is. Three Kings. Every time Rhea gets injured, Liv benefits. I know she isn't mad about that at all. You're not wrong.
I know.
You're not wrong.
See that person always stepping up when you call off of work?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's not fumbling
How
it,
you doing,
though,
Lauren
so I'll give her
Biggs?
that.
I am, so did he just say they were going to have a match later?
No, so Bianca and Jade are going to be in the Battle Royal.
Oh,
along
yeah,
with
no,
everybody
but
else.
I mean, they said it was going to be a tag team match. I don't know if they meant
Yeah,
later
they
or
challenged
what.
them to it, so I don't know if they'll get that on top of it or if they're just settling for the Battle Royal.
Okay. Let me turn this down now with this loud commercial. Yeah, Battle Royals can be really fun. I actually really enjoyed the Battle Royal where they just had Dexter just stand in the corner staring.
Oh, yeah.
He just cracks me up. I'm so glad that they got him in the Wyatt family because we better see them tonight.
Yeah.
Darn it.
I wonder how they'll fare in Saudi Arabia with that crowd.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that it'll be bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm always curious
Yeah,
to
to
hear how the
see.
international crowds
Yeah.
take, particularly, niche characters.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Let's see. We gonna see any PFC Steel Biscuits tonight?
Right.
I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
if they're not in this battle royal, I mean, how many people are gonna be in it? Because that's 3 right there you can throw in there.
They've got to be in it.
Surely.
They've got to be in it. Yeah.
If they tape this Raw, wouldn't it be some stuff if? But it was probably earlier today, though, right? I was about to say, wouldn't it be some stuff if Indy Hartwell was in this
Oh my gosh.
before they let her?
Oh my gosh.
I was about to say, how many people they put? Well, she was a SmackDown person anyway, so wasn't she?
But they didn't fly her out there, right?
No, I don't. I didn't see her for that, so probably not. Oh my.
Already with the commercials. Yep.
Yep. Just wait till we get to the main event. They've been dragging that stuff out lately.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, that was a heck of a slap, though. It's interesting because ever so often they'll slap them so hard that you're like, oh, I think I felt that.
Yeah.
But that reminded me of Sonya Deville. Who did she slap? I feel like she had slapped Dana Brooke. And she slapped her so hard that we were like, and everybody was replaying it. And then A made a meme of it. And as she slapped her, you just saw the Friday, the ding. Because it was just so brutal, man. But I think that it helped that she actually also slapped the mic, which helped with the, how
Yeah.
slapping the
that
mic
adds
always
a little
helps.
bit more
But
into it.
that's so crazy.
Oh, what's up, Sophie Duffy? You're here now.
Oh, there you are.
So funny. This is the BS
Hi, bye.
show.
See you next week. What?
What?
The BS show? That's
Yeah,
true.
but we bringing nothing but the truth to you tonight. With our powers combined.
Why you dipping in and out? What's wrong with you? Are you choking on your bone? Ever so often, she'll swallow that whole thing and choke on it.
Yeah, my dog does that too.
Yeah, so, okay, you guys know even though A's not here, we still want to know where are you guys at and what is the temperature where you are. Drop it in the chat. Oh, official AJH up in here. What's up, A? He said I was wondering when you was going to come up in here. Everybody give A a shout out. Coming in from work.
You could push that light next to him.
Oh.
This one here to the right.
Push it back a bit.
Let's see if that gives us anything more.
Was that
Let
it?
me know, AJ, if we...
Was that a
got
little
that right.
hot? Was
Hot
a little
light.
hot on him? It probably was. It was
Yeah.
hot in here.
Yeah, a little too. Thank you, sir.
53 in the Bronx.
Can't have the lights too close to the caucasity of my
53
face.
in the Bronx, 60 in North Carolina, 51 in Pennsylvania.
I agree with Brandon. The women's outfits do look good. And
I love 'em.
They've come so far. I even see Ivy now with like a Wonder Woman, like a full body Wonder Woman thing going
it's
on.
awesome. Yeah, 73 in South Mississippi. Raining in Lancaster, Texas. Is it Movie Queen? Hey, Movie Queen. $53 in the Bronx.
Natalia
with you, Samantha.
sighting. She's
57
there.
in China Grove, North Carolina.
I see Shayna too. You know, it's almost harder to recognize some of these women since they're all, covered up.
I know, right?
Let that be what it is.
Jody Bennett got
However you take it.
69 degrees in Florence, South Carolina.
This is Sonia.
What's happening right now, A, is a battle royale. And
To determine a contender for Liv Morgan.
yes. And our Super Chat champion, our top Super Chat champion, the heavyweight, is also up in here. What's up, 3 Diglets?
Sup, Diglets?
Keith
Trace
Jade.
Diglett?
Oh, do I have to do this in a special voice? Because you know I don't really have the special voices, but keep Jade and her 5 moves of doom away from anything involving the world title.
Yeah, she gonna need more than 5 moves
yes,
before she's a
yes.
solo contender for sure.
Yes, that is very true. Hey, Joey Cross, how you doing? Welcome. Hey, Aaron Teagle. Let's see. Okay, so they're in there, right? Pure fusion,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Private first class, PFC. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's Maxine. Okay.
Maxine, was she wearing?
Oh,
She was wearing what's his name's jersey, I'm assuming.
Otis is probably.
Otis.
Yeah, so I see Sonya and Shayna. I haven't seen Zoe in there though, so
Well, how many people are in this battle royale?
I do not know. Woo!
Who is that?
Oh, it's
Alba
Fire.
Oh, Alba Fire. Yeah. You know, it's interesting because we were talking about, well, there goes Ivy. We were talking about the fact that remember when Alba, when they were coming out in those outfits and we were like, you just look like you're straight from the spirit store, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know what you're going for, but it just looks cheap.
Yeah.
But when we were watching the NXT, when you look at Julia and what's the other one's name?
Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Vaquer, they have that dark, but they didn't look cheap and whatever at all. Like they had it down.
No. When Julia
Ivy
first
Knight.
came out to me, it looked like they went to the warehouse and dusted off Asuka's debut gear. To me,
Like
and
the
it's
whole
not just because they're both from Japan either. I'm not that kind of guy.
whole,
It's just that giant overcoat thing. Yeah, yeah. I like Julia though. She's growing on me.
Yeah, I do too. I like them together as a tag team a lot. I liked her and Stephanie a lot together in the ring.
Yeah. As far as a winner, yeah, that's the hard thing. With battle royals, I mean, the Royal Rumble is definitely, I mean, it's probably everybody's favorite battle royal, right? But it's hard for like a regular Raw Battle Royal when you've got too many people in there, because you're probably thinking only one of five people is going to win this thing.
Right.
And we're just kind of waiting to get to that point. But,
Right.
But you know, a lot of them still have, there's still interesting spots to watch. And sometimes one thing I like about Battle Royals too is why I like the Royal Rumble so much is if you study the spots in the match, sometimes you can see who they might be seeing potential in, whether they win or not.
Gotcha.
And that, you know, that doesn't always happen like on a weekly Battle Royal, but that's one of my favorite things about the Royal Rumble too. Like, cause they told you already what they thought about Gunther for the past 2 years. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know, that his time was coming. So I'd be curious to see who's going to get some of that shine in this year's Royal Rumble too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Joey Cross, you think that from the promo that Bianca or Jade might be booked to win? I mean, maybe. So who do you guys have for winning this Rumble? Who do you guys see taking it? Who do you see taking it?
I mean, I think it can only be either Bianca and Jade or Io or Kyrie, probably. I think one of those four, probably. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that's like a solo act that would even make sense to challenge Liv right now. You know, I think it's probably one of those four. But with Bianca and Jade, if one of them won, the other one's going to get low key jealous, and I just don't know if they're ready to do that yet. But it would be interesting to see one of them like accidentally like toss the other one,
Yeah.
and just get a little bit of saltiness starting there.
Well, this is the point where they usually do that with tag teams, right? Where they're like, even though we're a tag team, you're in here for yourself. And they usually, if they work together, they could easily make it to the end. But then we would actually have the two of them face each
Yeah.
other for a minute, which is something Liv would want to feed into and something everybody would want to see. So it would be interesting to see if they do that now or if they save that for
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I'll be interested. Joni Bennett says, is Lyra in the match? Because I feel like I haven't seen her for a few weeks.
Oh, I
Lyra
couldn't see
Valkyria?
everyone who was in there, so maybe, like you said, because everyone's fully clothed, I'm not. I didn't get
It
to
takes
see
a minute. You have to
everyone
actually
who was fully in
look
there.
for their face. I mean that in the
Okay.
nicest way. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Mod Father, how you doing, Teflon? You would
Joey
like
Cross
to
will
see.
like see Zelina have a chance. You know what? I do think.
A would like to see her have a chance too,
Yeah.
but do I think she has a chance at this? No. Is she even in there?
She is in it. I saw her earlier. I don't know if she's still Lyra. Okay,
Oh,
there
yeah, Lyra is
there
in
is Lyra
there.
in the corner. Oh, Zelina's in the bottom right corner, I think, from where we are. I think that's her. No, that's Jade. What did
That's Jade.
did Zelina get tossed? She was there. She is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't tell me she got
Yeah.
dumped during the commercial break.
Oh,
Come on. And Katana doing her Kofi Kingston thing. She's even wearing Kofi's colors.
Oh, wow.
Well, Jamaican Kofi.
Yeah.
Not New Jack.
Jamaican Kofi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8 or was that the
4,
ref?
5, 6. I think there's 7 left. Yeah, Natty, I'm surprised she's still.
I know. She'll
Even
be
in
the
it.
next one out. Ooh, jeez.
I'll always have
No
love.
matter how small she is, that's a heel of your foot.
Uh-huh.
You'll always have what?
Have love and respect for Natty. Oh, Kyrie's out. Okay. But at this point, I'm like, okay, Natty.
And there she
Oh,
goes.
and that's that. I mean, there would. Oh, there they go.
Oh,
Thanks
as
for
you're
coming.
posing.
Here's a 2-piece and a biscuit for you. Head on out.
Wow.
All right.
Okay,
Gone
so
to the Navarone.
okay,
Showing
so
United.
here we go. They're united right now, but if these two don't get one of them out,
Final 4, yeah. Oh my gosh.
that's so
Going back to
funny.
back.
Take me.
Well, you know what? I'm glad they're working hard to show unity because it'll actually mean something if they get at odds with each other at some point later.
Right.
And boom. Right on the small of the back. I don't feel good. Oh. Okay. Okay, EO. Oh.
And then
Y'all be careful with EO. Yeah. We must protect EO. Let's see. Lyra's down.
They're both holding on.
Why y'all staring at? I know y'all just saw those girls still hanging on.
You guys think that they didn't go?
Jade was staring straight at EO. I was like, come on.
But they're going to get him from behind.
Yeah, there we go. But you want to have those moments.
But they had to tease us. They had to give us at least one of those.
Just to see how the crowd responds.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm telling you, these girls are like the female road warriors, man. They just dominate.
Okay, so she's
gonna...
That is so wrong.
And Jade's holding on.
And then she's going to pick her up, and they're both going to get tossed over.
Yeah. Just right in front of the refs.
See?
Okay. Well, this feud ain't over.
And the ref's like, what did you do?
Right.
Okay. Do your job.
The ref's like, hey, that was out of line.
Right? Do your job. It wasn't even a fast thing. That whole thing took a minute.
I know, right?
Gosh, your refs are so whack, WWE. Come on.
And they're bouncing.
And there you go.
So we still got 2 people left.
So maybe we will
Well,
get tag
I'm
later.
going EO all the way on this point then. I don't see Lyra doing it.
No.
Oof, man, those knees. She's got like a Godzilla thing going on with her hair.
Yeah, she does.
Uh-oh.
The munchkins are left.
Yeah, getting off the top rope is going to be... Just pulling the hair.
Jeez.
Oh. Right in the smackers.
Jeez.
Just kicking right in the face.
Yeah, they have been slightly
feel
pushing EO.
Yeah. I mean, they've been giving her sort of a mild face turn. I mean, and they're just kind of letting her work speak for itself in the ring. Which, when you're talented like her, that's all you got to do.
Right? Jeez.
Uh-oh.
I feel like these two need to have just a whole match.
Spots like this in battle royals, man, always make, because like,
Woo-hoo!
smack. No. That was a finish. Look at her still bridging.
Yeah,
Dang,
but
EO.
the way she fell on her neck, she could have broke her neck.
Wow.
That was a little too much. Dang,
Wow.
EO, we got it. Okay. Jeez, EO, wow.
Low key, EO Sky is my favorite women's solo act.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is
Like,
crazy.
I love her
She
theme
can
music.
Go.
I love her moves.
Oh. Okay, well-rounded Leo. We got a super chat. WWE should bring back an old NWA match and bring back the old Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royale.
The Bunkhouse Stampede. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen in NXT one day. Because the Bunkhouse Stampede wasn't... So basically, for those of you guys who don't know what the Bunkhouse Stampede is, think of it as like a street fight battle royal. Like everybody showed up in their street clothes. And it was still pretty much a battle royal anyways. They did one that was like in a cage too. And you had to throw people out of the cage as well. But that was an old Dusty Rhodes invention. And they like to honor a lot of Dusty's old ideas in NXT. So
Yeah.
that could be fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be.
Good call. Who was that again? Was that Leo who suggested that?
Yeah.
Good call, Leo. Good call on the Bunkhouse Stampede. Although they ran it in New York when they did it, which really wasn't smart at the time, but that's the business thing. Nobody was going to watch the NWA in New York in those days. Oh. New Day squabbling. Whoa.
Oh.
Hold up. I completely forgot that Miz and Bo had a history. I completely forgot that.
I did too. Oh.
Oh. Oh, man.
And they just did this in the middle of Xavier Woods.
AJ, the New Day were squabbling. Oh!
Oh!
Backstage, and then the Wyatt Six took over. Like they tapped into the feed, and they had Miz captive, like Dark Knight style. You know, when Joker was shooting that video, that cop he had prisoner, and Miz was prisoner, and they cut back and showed footage of Bo Dallas being with the B team with Miz, and basically he just said, you know, Miz is like, you want Final Testament? You want Final Testament? And he's like, nah, we never wanted Final Testament. We were gunning for you this whole time. And then Dexter ran up like a jump scare and looked like he was about to snap his neck, and then the screen cut out. That's the best one they've done in a minute.
Three Digless said, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He did.
To quote Chris Tucker in Rush Hour, ooh, you know he did.
Samantha Poole said, damn, they done killed the Miz. That was great.
Yeah.
And they did it in the middle of Kofi and Xavier, so
Yeah,
it makes me think, Xavier, you may be next.
They better get their act together.
They,
I was about to say, they better get their act together. They'll be next.
Miz dead, y'all.
Yeah, Miz dead. He's out there looking, which one of y'all kicked me? Yeah, he's done.
Jeez.
And
Well,
good
that
on
was
WWE.
good.
If you had told me that Miz would have been in a compelling, captivating angle in the end of 2024, I've been like, you lying.
Right.
But man,
right.
so shout out to WWE. They are not since the Attitude Era have I seen so many performers have an interesting story happening right now. Maybe there aren't titles for everybody, but the screen time they have is interesting for just about everybody, which is all you can really ask for from the show.
Exactly, because like you said, there's not titles for everybody,
No.
right?
No,
And
this isn't AEW.
Yeah, but if you can bring them out of catering
Yeah.
and you can actually involve them in some way, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I
love
will
it.
say too, and it's probably a little bit because they just put the entire women's division in one match just a minute ago, but this feels like the first 2-hour show where I feel like they're budgeting their roster really well. Because every week we're always like, where are these 4 tag teams? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
So I think they're starting to get the hang of it just in time for January and
Just in
Netflix.
time.
The Miz has gone mizzing. I think he mizzed in his pants, dude.
I think so too, because that woohoo, that's scurry, y'all.
The final testicles won't save Miz. No, they will not. No, Cross is too smart for that.
Right? Gonna call Johnny Cage to save him.
Man, they dropped the ball not casting Miz as Johnny Cage in that Mortal Kombat reboot. I wanted it. I thought he could have done it. He's basically Johnny Cage as it is.
For sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was great. I'm so glad that they figured it out and worked it in. Even if you couldn't have him here live, that's what I'm talking about. Just like there's times where I know that they can't have The Rock show up, but even if you had The Rock give a message over the Tron or whatever and make it seem like he's outside or backstage or he did something, like it all works, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, you can still further a story without having them get in the ring and wrestle. You know, you can. There's so many things you can do.
Absolutely.
Aaron Cross can snap 2 base. Yes, I saw that interview where he talked about snapping those bats with his arms. I wouldn't mess with Cross either.
That's crazy. That's like the strongman thing.
Yeah.
You've seen them before?
And then he'd taunt you like Jesse Ventura on top of it. He's got a great Jesse voice.
He does.
Goldberg. Goldberg's last match will be in 2025, everybody. Mark your calendars.
And then you won't have to hear it again. Was a long time ago.
I think he should have stopped with that one WrestleMania Lesnar match, the one in Orlando where they just hit finishers on each other for like 5 or 6 minutes straight. That felt like a video game, and like that was enough Goldberg for me.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so I know this is off topic, but in AEW, what were they called here? The Maxim models, the Maxim male models.
Maximum male models, yeah.
I love them in AEW.
Yeah, here they're really hitting their stride over there.
I love every time they go to them in AEW. I'm like, that was awesome. They're great over there.
Those guys have great personalities too. Before they got signed, they were doing like Twitch streams or stuff like that and telling all these random stories from their run in WWE, and they were hilarious.
Yeah, no, they're funny. They're highly entertaining.
Oh, Anthony, AJ's got to work tonight, so he called in a backup, a tag partner to help with that.
Yeah, he's got a late meeting, but he's right there.
Yeah, he's in the chat though. Dossie, I hope it's not Goldberg versus Gunther. If they're gonna do the Goldberg thing, like I don't know, give him a 2-minute match with Dom or something. I don't know, just get the match and get it over with. Do not waste Gunther's precious time in the sacred ring on the 2-minute.
On the
Goldberg. Man, the camera angle on this, like, this is wild. They're using the 4K or something.
Whoa, Raiders and the Three Kings coming back. See, that's why this is the workhorse title. Cause you be on it. I knew KO was special when he kept the feud going by himself for 2 months leading up to his Stone Cold match. You are not lying.
We only speak the truth on the BS show.
That's right. No lies detected.
Yes, love that. And also, I'm a real big fan of KO's dedication to remaking old vintage WrestleManias on his WrestleMania shirt every year, where it says KO Mania, and he's like taped over the Ultimate Warrior with his own head or something like that. I wish the shop would sell those shirts. I would buy the mess out of those.
Yeah.
As it is.
Thank you for that, Three Kings. Thank you for that. We called in the Guns of the Navarone.
Mm-hmm.
War is coming.
Aaron Drew, how many people think we actually getting Dom versus Gunther at Survivor Series? I don't know what Gunther's doing at Survivor Series. I don't know. I feel like if Dom and Gunther do go at it, it won't be at a PLE. I don't know why, but also I'm just unhinged enough that I'd really love to see Dom pull it off and be a world champion, just to see what the crowd would do. Yeah.
Does Omos go here still?
I haven't seen him in months.
Right.
I think he's enjoying nice catering, as some people say. Do we see the end of the New Day? I just don't know. Like, I really want to believe, because, like years ago, they used to say they never wanted to break up. Like in podcasts and stuff, they would say, like, we can do our separate things, but we don't ever want to, like, break up and feud with each other. And I don't know if maybe they've been convinced now, or if Big E retiring has had an impact on that. I'm really just holding out hope that at some point they're going to get this close to the line of breaking and that Big E will show up. Not that he'll necessarily get in the ring again or anything, but that he'll, like, bring them back together.
Yeah.
Which is also what I think is happening with the Bloodline, but that's another conversation.
That's exactly what I was thinking too, that if they do this breakup, that does give Big E a chance to come back and reunite them. Because it just doesn't make sense that they haven't even had Big E out to even just announce them or be with them. Like, there's plenty of people out there who don't get involved. I don't understand.
And I still can't believe that they haven't, at least in all of, like, the kickoff shows and post shows that I've watched for the PLEs since this has started, Big E really hasn't commented on what's happening with them when he's at the panel. So
like, he
I'm curious
even,
about that.
act like he's a member of the New Day, right?
Yeah. Now, if the New Day turned heel, I'd be okay with that if they stayed together. Like, I just don't think they should break up.
Well, maybe since they're teasing the breakup so hard, maybe it will actually be that they turn heel together. Maybe he'll turn Kofi. I don't know.
I'm a little torn because I don't want them to break up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, breaking up is probably Xavier's best chance at getting a solo title, and he's the only one out of the three. I mean, King of the Ring's not really a title,
and
but
they stole it from him.
Yeah, and they cut that short to sacrifice
real
at
short.
the altar of Roman over here. And so, they can beat him. They didn't have to steal his crown and stomp on it and
whack.
stuff. That was just extra haterade.
Yeah, that was really unnecessary.
Montez goes. Yeah, Montez does need to go single for, at least that's what I've been thinking for ages. He's definitely got the charisma to go by himself. And I mean, I will say, if what's her name, if Bianca ever went heel again, and they could go heel, not that Tez has to go heel, but that's probably the easiest way he would go solo. To pair them up together with that sort of swagger they both walk with, especially, I don't know if you guys remember Bianca's heel stuff in NXT, but she had an extra pep in her step when she did that. It would be good. The classic "you don't even go here" line.
Hey, our live got paused.
Uh-oh. AJ, should I tell B to leave some room for Jesus between her and Roman? Just as long as it's coming from you, I don't need to speak on that.
Jesus is in my heart, Roman is in my hand.
I'm a guest here, so I'm a guest in somebody's house. I think we got a super chat from Three Kings.
Yeah, Three
holding
Kings.
down the workhorse title.
You're like, you're not. She's like not letting me. She's not letting me. She's like, okay, Three Kings. How long do you think it will be before we find out what happened to Odyssey Jones? I know there's speculations, but nothing concrete.
I mean,
they didn't really address it, right? They just
yeah,
were like,
there were
good luck in your
allegations.
Future endeavors on the slide. Did they actually officially say he parted ways?
I think I think he got. They said he was
I
released.
thought he was
Maybe
too.
that was just me putting the numbers together with him not showing up on TV anymore.
And he wasn't in. I know he wasn't listed on the roster anymore.
I'll say this: even if they didn't announce it, the fact that he was a focal point of a storyline
is bad
and was not written off with any explanation.
Yeah.
Because even Ricochet, when he was leaving, they had Braun Breaker throw him through a car windshield before he left.
Right.
So they didn't even give Odyssey none of that. So,
no.
And I do think if they had a reason to what am I saying? Hesitantly let him go, then they would have actually written him off as a story.
Gotcha.
But the fact that they just dropped him like a bad habit tells me they knew something that they didn't want to have to fool with anymore.
Yeah, and
that's
they were
just
over
my
that.
opinion.
Yeah, I
on
agree.
Seeing that shake out.
I agree. Joey Cross, are the panels scripted? If not, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure that they have like their talking points, and maybe the main host, she's scripted. But I think that Big E and when they have CM Punk or whoever come and sit there, I don't think they're.
I don't think they're
scripted
scripted at all. I think all they have to do is just like maintain whatever their kayfabe alliance would be, because during that Drew Punk feud, Wade Barrett was all in on Drew's side in those panels. But he was saying things that made sense too.
Right.
Though, like Punk had no reason to be in a ref shirt that night. This is ridiculous. You're going to suspend Drew for headbutting Pierce, but you're not doing. So it's heelish stuff. But it was also because Drew's his boy. But Wade didn't talk that way about everybody. So I think they really are blurring the lines between what they probably would say in that situation as a real person and still trying to advance all the stories.
Yeah, because CM Punk does that for sure when he's on the panel. He stays totally just talking crap.
Kind of like College Game Day, being themselves but still advancing the narrative. I say
Hugging
that
up
as an
on
SEC
Timu.
fan.
Why is this Timu Roman? This isn't Timu. This is like Amazon.
That is Fanatics Roman, I'll have you know.
Right.
She's going to get a Roman. She ain't going to Timu to get it. Come on. Is Wade able to have a match? Dawsey, I've heard rumors that
he's in there too, Brandon.
Working towards getting cleared for a return, not like necessarily full time, but he's made reference to the fact he's made reference to the fact in interviews that he feels a lot better than he did when he left. And I think I don't think he had like a Bryan Danielson situation, but I think he is one of those guys who retired when medical science was at a certain point.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
now it's advanced some. And so I think he's got some optimism, but I think he also said like, I want the right reason to come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that for him too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Tag team. When tag teams blind tag without hollering at each other, it's good. What do you guys think of the Viking War Raider experience machine now that they've come back? I was really digging on Ivar before he got injured too.
I mean, he can move.
Yeah. I was so upset when he got hurt because that was just when Bronson Reed was starting to fire up.
Oh, yeah.
And I really wanted to see those two go at it.
Still do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
So Xavier puts himself in the match and it costs the New Day the win.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where we go from here.
Do we get further dissension?
You want to come up here? Come on, you could come up here. Come on, you could come up here. Shut your baby.
Double neck fusion. Is that Wade, JB? He had double neck fusion?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him to not want to get back in the ring after that.
Right.
That's a smart thing to do, especially if you have a family and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even think Daniel Bryan was going to get as crazy as he did, but considering that he's had a broken neck, his matches are brutal.
Every man is entitled to living life the way he wants to live it, but I'm so done with Bryan Danielson with that. Not necessarily with him continuing to wrestle, but like making storyline angles about him pretending to be paralyzed after he's getting dropped on his head and stuff. Like, bro, stop doing that. So many of us were like legit sad and worried about you. And now you're, but again.
But he also keeps fake retiring. And I don't really understand what's up with that because we were at the show in Vegas when they act like he was retiring and everybody was doing this thing and he was sitting there and everybody was like, thank you. And he was back the next week. I gotta fix this TikTok, people. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Daniel. Brian, sorry. Whatever he goes by these days. That's the hard thing when you get it to main event on WWE. That's who so many people are going to call you as at that point.
Right. You're not going out right now, Stella.
Not fast enough, 3. I ain't doing none of that. One of the Raiders. Oh, maybe so, JB. I honestly, I was talking over the commentary the whole time. I didn't hear it this time.
I know, right?
Movie Queen, do you think Sami did it on purpose? I don't think so. I think the whole OG bloodline is kind of like what the New Day's got going on right now. Like, they just cannot get on the same page. And so, if you were to give the Wrestling Historian the book, I think you keep them continuing to try to work together, but they can't because Roman still can't see everybody as an equal anymore. Jimmy's still trying to not be Jimmy. He's trying to rise up. Jay's still got too much pride trying to prove himself as a solo act. And Sami, I think, just wanted to help. And so I think, all 4 of them are combustible elements. So they need a uniting element to get them all on the same page. Maybe some wisdom in the form of a wise man. This is my Dangerous Alliance T-shirt, by the way. Shout out to 1992 WCW. So this is the Dangerous Alliance, the most underrated faction in wrestling history. You got Steve Austin, Paul Heyman, Rick Rude, Larry Zbyszko, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, all Hall of Famers. Had a great war. Speaking of upcoming war games, they had a great war games match themselves against a great Sting team as well. So like I would like to see them simmering tension until Heyman shows back up to get them all to focus.
Yeah.
But the question is, will that happen before or after war games? And I don't know. Because if it happens before war games, then they need to win that war games. But if he's not back by war games, I wonder if Solo's team would take it, which would make a lot of people mad, even part of me.
3 Diglets. How dare you?
She didn't even leave the room, bro. I wasn't going to do that.
Okay, 3 Kings. Coming in strong, 3 Kings. You are coming in strong tonight. Brian is one of the wrestlers I fear needs to be saved from himself at this point. There's no way he isn't coming back again, even if he's retired.
3 Kings, the BS show tells no lies. Mm-hmm. Well said, sir. Couldn't have said it better myself.
You are not incorrect. Thank you for that. And 3 Diglets coming in with the, I'm iffy about Heyman. I could see him pulling a Kurt.
Bro.
Oh, what?
Why'd you have to plant that seed, Diglets?
What?
We better make sure Hunter's not watching this.
Don't, no.
Because that would work.
No, it would work, but stop it.
Oh, I don't like that. I mean, I don't like it because it's so good it could happen that I don't want it to happen. Diglets, you get back to hating on Jey. Do something else. Let's take that out of here. Whew.
Well-rounded. You're starting to lose sympathy for Daniel. He should just retire. Yeah,
I mean, dude, you've got 2 little girls.
Yeah.
A beautiful wife, a great family. Go live your life, bro.
Go do a YouTube show with your wife.
Go have a vegan ranch somewhere. Whatever it is you do. I don't know. Like, just hang out. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Ooh, they are going international. This is the lead up to Mania, too.
Wow.
So here's my question. There's 2 SmackDowns and a Raw right there. I guess those other are like house shows. If they're leading up to Mania, like that's a month before Mania.
Wow.
Well, no. Now we're coming all the way up to the end of the month. That's another Scotland, England again. Do you think Rock shows up at these international shows?
I mean,
because I don't care what the dirt sheets say. He's gonna be at Mania this year.
Absolutely.
Like all this. Well, he hasn't confirmed. No, they're just not talking to you, dirt sheets.
He doesn't need to confirm
because this isn't the Attitude Era anymore. But here comes Sami. Yeah, I'm curious if they're doing that many international shows like a month right before the biggest show of the year.
Yeah, you know, Sammy, that accidental kick to Roman was great. They're just doing great. This is
AJ
just
Rock
great.
should show up internationally, but he probably won't. I think you might. I think you might be right, but could you imagine? And this is someone who is not The Rock's biggest fan speaking. The crowd reaction he would elicit from an international crowd.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
grief.
Well, he was just in Germany. I don't know what he was doing there, but
Yeah.
and then I love Jay's like, "Hey, back up, man."
You know, I kind of like that every single piece of the puzzle coming back in comes in hesitantly at first.
Yes, and it's
because
just not smooth.
There's so much emotional payoff when they unite together, you know? When Roman, and it's going to happen, y'all. I'm not putting big gold down on it, but I'm predicting. I never put the title on the line. This belongs to me. Bleed and sweat and pay the price. When Roman and Sami actually reconcile, that is going to be mind-blowing emotional stuff.
Yes.
Because that's going to be Roman crossing the bridge of, I'm going to love you anyway because you're family, to you betrayed me and I'm going to welcome you back in.
Yeah. Let's see what he's talking about.
Our tribal chief is growing up.
Oh.
Oh, here come Jey already.
Okay, so Jay's coming out.
Let
so
him talk,
me,
Jey.
You didn't even let him talk. Okay, Three Kings with another super chat. Do you think Heyman appears on NXT this week, or are they saving his return for the Bloodline on SmackDown?
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I think no. I don't think it will be NXT.
If this Bloodline thing was if he was already there for that, then yeah. But since he hasn't come back yet, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And honestly, he really should. He'd get paid handsomely, but he may not have the testicular fortitude. Is that what you said, AJH? Zilla Fatu just won Hospital 4th title. Hospital? So he isn't going to be at WWE.
Well-rounded Leo, I say you don't see Medusa on my shirt. That is a solid criticism. For what it's worth, I didn't make the shirt, so but I would have included her too.
She was a
because
part of
she
that.
she was
Yes,
an
she
invaluable
was.
part. She didn't walk on top of that War Games cage for nothing to be left off of a shirt. So, good call, Leo.
If you saw the footage,
Oh,
you
Jimmy
know
here
it was an
too.
accident. Hi. 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 You're so funny. You're so funny. You want to go out too? Can you please come take the dogs out to the patio for a second? Thank you. Bye. How is that on purpose? Jimmy,
Come on,
I love
Jimmy.
how Jimmy's talking.
His eyes about to pop out of his head. Are we about to do the trial of Sami Zayn all over again?
Look at that face.
Well, I might have to give Sami my belt. He's a real wrestling historian out here.
Right?
Telling all this history.
It's little Jimmy's fault.
Are they chanting Sami Uso?
Sami Uso. Jay's like, well.
He's like, he ain't wrong. Jay was like, you kicked me in the face before.
Woo!
Come on. Come on.
Uzi. Hey, what are you doing to Roman? Hey, Mean Marchese.
Oh,
Oh,
he ain't staying out.
he out. This is cinema,
Yeah.
Andrew.
You know why he's
Yeah.
out? Because Roman's going to have to be the one to ask him to come
Yep.
back. Come on. What's up, Just Alex?
Oh.
Jimmy, shut up.
Right? He is family.
Yeet. Here it comes.
And I see Sami Uso. Jimmy's like, I'm not saying it. So, yeet! Woo!
Man.
I got chills. Jimmy mad. Yeet, yeet,
Yeah.
yeet, yeet.
All right, I'm already checking my calendar for
gosh.
Friday to make sure I'm free for SmackDown. All right, I
love
think I'm
it.
clear.
Three Kings with another super chat. Dang.
Okay, King.
Jay looked like a kid
Oh my
standing
gosh.
between his parents arguing.
I'm telling you,
You're not wrong.
one day Triple H woke up and said, Stephanie, what happened to that leather denim jacket I wore in Madison Square Garden in 2002? She said, oh, Seth wanted to borrow it. And he's like, what? And this is what happened. This is wild.
Wild. He looked like he collided with Maleficent.
Really? I know.
Thank you, Three Kings. Hey, Just Alex. Yeah, that was deep, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold your applause and drop. I'm not saying that, but welcome, Just Alex. We're glad you're here.
And go check out Alex's recap after the show.
Absolutely.
And by the way, for any of you who haven't subscribed to Marked by Wrestling, I know it doesn't have any videos, but it will. I'm like Veer. You remember Veer, Jinder Mahal's friend? Like, I'm coming at some point. Don't worry. Like, I'm just more promos every week.
And you don't want to miss the first video. So if you subscribe now, you'll be all ready when it drops.
Yeah, another clue. My first video, speaking of Battle Royals early tonight, involves a Battle Royal.
Ooh. Oh, Three Diglets coming in with a super chat. Hated it. Wow. You know what? Such a hater.
If I can respond to an In Living Color with an In Living Color, I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that.
Don't play that. I just don't have a
Three Diglets.
sock full of quarters.
Hate.
Love you, Diglets.
Homie, don't play that was such a great skit.
Oh, my gosh. Zelina back out with one of her boys.
Uh-huh.
Selling that Battle Royal, too. She limping a little bit. But I can't wait to see what Roman contributes to that conversation on Friday.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait.
I'm telling you, I've been here for it the whole time. So, like, and this is true for now that we're going to commercial break, I can expound a little bit.
Man, let me turn this down.
Leadership in wrestling and in real life, you have two. I mean, you probably have more than two different kinds of leaders, but there are two that are very different from each other. One's a dictator and one is a team builder. One's, a gatherer of people, one that invests in people, that sees the value in people. And there's some people that just say, I'm in charge, do what I say. And Roman ran dictatorially the first time around, and now we see where that's got him. And Solo's doing it right now too, although he hasn't gotten in Jacob's face just yet, although I think that'll backfire him eventually. But now he's coming back around a little more humble, a little bit wiser, and seeing the value, like him seeing Jey as an equal, telling him he was proud of him and stuff was great stuff. And so if they can find a way for Roman to maintain his aura, his mystique, and see that in Sami too, it's going to get wild. It's going to get wild if the OG bloodline, I tried to say it, he's not the head of a long table. He's the head of a circular table.
Yeah.
Where there's no head and feet. Yeah, they're a round table now. And if they get to that point, it's going to be different. It's going to be great.
Yes.
JB, let it cook. Absolutely.
Official
we in a crock pot,
AJH,
baby.
can you please call our youngest and tell her to come and take these dogs out to the patio? She said she would, but she got lost on the way.
I think somebody cracked the door a minute ago, but I wasn't looking. I couldn't see it. Might have been Uncle Howdy. I don't know. But we ain't turned our backs on nobody. So, he was like, wrong door. AJ's not here.
Right.
So.
On it, Chief. Thanks. Solo treats his new bloodline better and with more respect than... Did you see... What? What?
Do you see how he did Jimmy on the first night?
Right. And he took Jacob's belt and just gave it over to Tama just because... No, Tongaloa. Tongaloa. Hi. You all right? And he'd just be like, come here, do here, whatever. Like, he hasn't kicked anyone in the face yet, but that doesn't mean it's not coming.
I do, at first I didn't buy into it. Like when he fought Cody at SummerSlam, I just didn't believe in him as a viable threat yet. But with him getting to pin Roman at Crown Jewel, like I do think they're doing a better job of establishing Solo as an actual credible threat. I do think ultimately, it's going to lead to Rock probably, but you're going to need Solo to be a viable threat on his own. as a main eventer. So he's getting there.
Yeah.
I wasn't sold on him right away, but Steven, what was your reaction when the Usos are hugging and Jey Uso put Roman Reigns on blast? Like from tonight? Or when are we talking about?
Oh, like when, no. When, you mean when Jay was like, nah, we're gonna, it's not gonna be like that. I don't feel everything you did like that.
I thought that was perfect, because they have to, in some ways, I was thinking about this before I came over tonight. One of my favorite things about wrestling is that and I don't mean this as a negative, I think it's a positive, that it's predictable storytelling in some ways. Because just because you know where a story's going doesn't mean you're not going to love it, because it's the way that story's told, right? And so Roman's group is going to have to be different from Solo's group, or else why would they even be feuding with each other other than just like old school tribal warfare where two tribes think they're right and they just go to battle. Roman's going to have to lead from a different place, and he's too proud. He has to go on a journey of change as a character.
Yeah.
To go from the guy who lost at WrestleMania to be the guy who leads this now.
Right.
As we've got American Made coming out. So he's going to have to be, he's not going to get there by himself. So I think Jay, having been built up on his own, being the first one to get in his face about it and prove that he has survived and thrived without Roman, brings some receipts to Roman. They're like, you know what? They can thrive without me, so maybe I have something to learn from them.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't need to come out and say all that like a therapy session. You still want him to look strong as a leader. But I think you can see pieces of that taking hold in his mind when those interviews are happening. So those promos are happening. So that's why I'm really excited to see how he and Sami talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I liked it. Sorry, that was a really long way of saying that.
So let's see. Joey says he hopes that Dragon is winning. Who you guys got for this?
I do want to see more with Dragon. This sort of
really
raw mid card is really hard for me because I like American Made. I like Dragon Lee. I like Braun Breaker. I like all these guys that actually have a really talented in-ring abilities in the mid card here on Raw, and I want them all to get pushed, but you can't do that all at the same time.
And then the "you suck" chance. That's funny.
I do think Dragon Lee would get more out of winning this than Chad would, because I feel like Chad can come out any week and all of a sudden be believable if he wants to be. Perk Gable. I love that. AJ, we got Chad Gable and Dragon Lee one-on-one. You'll be happy to know that both Ivy Nile and Zelina Vega have accompanied their men to the ring.
Yes. No, they're over here in the studio. Please open the door. I feel like she's going to pee in my studio. Call him. Bye. I think you're right. She says she did open the door. Go to the door. Go to the door.
Whose gear, Diglett's, Chad's, or Dragon's?
Go, Stella. Go, Poopy. Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, she doesn't want to go, but she needs to for sure.
Yes, that
Thank
Gable
you.
is definitely like vintage angle. That gear is.
Yeah, no, Gable is, man. The fact that you would get Kurt Angle's chats is just such a compliment.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, Kurt Angle is the only person that really could just best Brock Lesnar. I mean,
Kurt Angle is and it's going to sound crazy to say he's underrated, but given the time that he was on top, is underrated in the argument for best wrestler of all time.
yes.
Because he was a great heel, he was a great babyface, he was a great comedy wrestler, and he was a great beast in the ring. Like,
All of these.
I can't think off the top of my head of any wrestler who did all four exceptionally well.
Yes.
Like some guys, that didn't mean he's necessarily my favorite, but like
No.
no criticisms other than,
So good.
painkillers, but we all have our weaknesses. But yeah, Angle was, and the fact that he caught on so fast, too. Oh, dang.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Yeah, Aaron Drew, that's why Meltzer is trash when it comes to star ratings.
Right.
I will ride with him when it comes to recapping things throughout history, but I don't actually I don't ride with any of his star ratings anymore after learning that. And knowing that AEW somehow has like 45 5-star matches in its 5-year inception.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
stop. I don't listen to anything you say anymore when it comes to ratings.
Yeah. Three Diglets said something to you.
I actually believe Kurt Angle is best on the mic and best in ring overall.
Oh yeah.
I think, you know, I think you have an argument. I think you're totally entitled to that opinion and not in the we all get to have opinions way. I think there's a definite argument for that. He wasn't my favorite promo, but I don't think he was a bad promo. I thought he was an excellent promo. He just wasn't my favorite. But you get into preferences at that point. But yeah, no. And I mean, shoot, I can't remember him having bad matches, you know, even when he was hurt. I mean, dude, what was it? No Way Out, I think one year had a main event match with Mark Henry. And I don't mean to hate on Mark Henry, but he got a working match out of Mark Henry, which was wild to think about.
Wow.
And so that was something else too, man. Everybody he got in the ring with, he tore it down.
Crazy. Oops. We got a super chat. Well, we actually just got a donation from Freedom XD. Thank you, Freedom.
All right,
we
Freedom.
Appreciate it. And welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, congrats on your first super.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Aaron Drew, the promo against Ray when he said, "I'm a man that plays with little boys." My favorite Kurt Angle promo of all time is the Sexy Kurt promo where he sang Shawn Michaels' theme song, brought out Sherry, Sensational Sherry for it. Yeah, he's like, they see me walk, they hear me talk. Marty Jannetty still can't walk. I'm just a sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt. Yeah, that was gold.
That is gold. Freedom says the Bloodline. Movie Queen, he is going to look at...
After the show, we're going to figure that out.
After the show, he's going to look at trying to make sure that we can go live for NXT because that is the goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would never get away with that today. Oh, gosh. No. So many promos. Multiple Kurt Angle promos. I'm thinking of that feud he had with Booker T. Would not happen anymore either.
Most of the 90s promos.
No, most of them would not swing. I'm thinking of Brock Lesnar in the sombrero showing up with the mariachi band. All that stuff. Dawson, you're right, man. He had to go out of pocket. I remember, I want to say it was New Year's Revolution, where he was like, if I could put anybody in the ankle lock, it would be Jesus. And I don't like black people. Like he just kept saying, stuff on purpose to try to get booed.
Oh, because, like Three Diglets does.
Yeah, exactly. He's like so beloved by the community that he has to get out of pocket just to get some heel heat.
Yeah.
Of course, that was Diglett's favorite Angle promo. Why wouldn't it be?
Lawana, I want to give a shout out to Lawana. My sister-in-law just joined on TikTok. What's up, girlfriend?
All right. Welcome to the show. Well, I've been sitting here running my mouth. Angle. See? Gable and Dragon have been having a fast-paced match here, man.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, girl.
It's moments like this that I kind of wish Braun Breaker was on SmackDown or something. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want anybody to, like, dethrone. I don't know what I said. I don't want anybody to necessarily dethrone Breaker, but like these two should be fighting for the IC title. Like Gable, I think that was one thing. I wish Gable had been the guy to beat Gunther.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do.
I don't hate Sami either, but wow. Oh my gosh. They are just letting them, man, they are just letting them work tonight. And that makes me so happy.
Ooh-wee. Three Kings with another super chat.
Okay,
That's
Three
why
Kings.
You are the workhorse
Break
title
out
champion.
the honkometer.
My favorite Kirk promo was against Booker T and Charmel.
And I ain't reciting any of that. I am a married man, a Christian man. I'm in the ministry. I will not repeat one word of that promo, but I remember which one you're talking about.
Yeah, like we said, that was a way different time.
And isn't it wild that he like went from that to like when he was in ECW for like a minute, he like went to like the mouth guard, like wrestling machine, like the way he was able to change characters and never even like changed gear.
Yeah.
Wrestling gear was wild.
Wild.
I mean, I know he changed wrestling gear, but he still wore the singlet the whole time. That's what I meant. He's not like Vader where he didn't wash his stuff or anything.
Ew, how do you know that?
Podcasts. Like guys who said that he had a reputation for not keeping his gear hygienic. So like,
that's so unfortunate.
Sting and Taker and some of the guys were like, yeah, Leon, please, like begging him.
Oh my gosh, that's gross.
Yeah.
And then you.
Oh. Oh, Dragon Lee's tail got ripped off at some point off his mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess it don't grow back like Deadpool. We'll never talk about Chris Benoit on TV again, but I miss the triple German suplex. That was one of my favorite
Chris Benoit
moves.
Was amazing in the ring.
He was my favorite wrestler at that time. But no more.
Amazing.
This match is going to steal the show.
Yeah.
He who must not be named main event. Sorry. Chris Voldemort.
Yeah, they were rolling.
Mm-hmm. Woo. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that could have been bad. What a recovery by Gable, too.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay. See, AJ talks about this every week.
Yep.
Zelina is the template for female manager. Okay.
Oh, I wanted them to get into it.
Come on,
I wanted
Ivy.
them to get into it. Oh my gosh,
She's
that's
just
a
choking her
serious
out.
submission, though.
Dragon sleeper. Okay, here comes Ray.
Okay.
Ray, you walking kind of slow. She gonna lose consciousness.
Ray, were you about to put your hands on her? Because that would be great.
Why are you putting your hands up, Ray? You know they're heels. Why do you think that happened?
He's like, why are you guys being underhanded?
Tom Riddle. Yeah, we can call him Tom Riddle.
Yes, actually, there you go.
The rabid Riddlerine. Oh, we going for the mask. Oh, little Kalisto vibes. That's gonna do it. Love it. That was a great match. That match was so good, I really didn't know who I wanted to win. To be honest, I'm like, whatever.
It was just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Gosh, those are some little people.
Uh-huh.
At least in the wrestling world.
Oh, I think even in the real world, they're pretty short.
Right? Yeah.
They probably, Catherine's size over there. Jackie, whatever her name is, sorry.
Weird. Look at Ludwig's like, I'm very confused right now.
Yeah.
Who are you? And Dom.
Don't you turn babyface on me, Gunther. I won't have a choice to cheer you.
Whoa.
Ooh. That was the most even-keeled, like logical, fair promo I've heard from Gunther. I don't know what to do with that. I was just about to say, one thing I really like about Gunther, he's kind of like an old-school champion heel where he doesn't forget to put over his opponent because it makes him look better when he wins. But, yeah, that, well, he was the better man. Like, I was still waiting for him to say, but I'm the best man.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
But you just let it sit there.
Okay, Three Kings with another chat. My goodness gracious. Diglett's been quiet ever since Ludwig stole his girl.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Did you just call him out? Do you mean...
Was it Tiffy time and somebody stole your watch?
Or do you mean super chat wise? Wow. All right. Got you.
Dossie, I agree. I really like how Gunther carries himself, too. Like, it's interesting when you can choose to be old school, like old is new again. Like, there's nobody acting like that anymore. And I love his whole ring is sacred thing. I wish we could get guys like Wade Barrett or even Regal back for, if they could go for another match, how they would deal with Gunther. I think those would be great feuds.
What up, Jody? Are you in both places? Are you on TikTok and what's up? And hello, Yuta1826. How you doing in TikTok world? Stella's just staring at me. What you want? Almost. We're almost done, Stella. She gets so impatient towards the end. What up, CT Hill?
I wouldn't say Cody Rhodes is untouchable. I think he takes tons of beatings. He just wins the match at match time.
Yeah.
Like, The Rock left him bleeding in front of his mama. Which I think can be a very Dusty thing, is that you get made a fool of or just get made a pool of your own blood, left lying in a pool of your own blood in the lead up to the match. But then when it comes match time, if the title's on the line, you're going to show up, you know?
Show up, right. Hey, DJ Money. How you doing?
But I know.
Hey, Andrew. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, but I know Cody's not everybody's flavor. He's a little too wholesome for some people.
Yeah,
but I like it.
Wholesome.
Yeah, but I like that. It's nice to have some old school wholesome that we haven't learned is actually on steroids or saying racist things in bed at night, or whatever. So
it's interesting. John Cena was so hated, even though he was the face. We would go to shows, and half the people are booing him, and half the people are cheering him.
I was one of them for a while.
Yeah,
I didn't care for Cena until he started when he had the U.S. title and started doing that open challenge.
Yeah,
and then I was like, okay, he's trying to prove that he can go,
Yeah.
But before that,
which he can't. But yeah.
Well,
no, that's not
he
true.
couldn't
he
go as hard as the guys he was sharing the ring with.
Yeah.
But I could tell he was trying to really be every piece, like what we talked about with Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah.
Promos, heel, babyface, work in the ring, all four of those things. I could tell that Cena was trying to put in the work to be all of those guys, and I respected that.
Yeah.
I didn't, when he was, say, feuding with Shawn Michaels. I was wanting Shawn to put an end to that experiment, but But they also did that 1 hour Raw match after that WrestleMania Cena and Shawn Michaels did, and so even then I was like, okay, I'm still not going to be a fan, but I don't hate him unjustifiably anymore.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
Three Kings with another super chat.
Okay.
Also, this Saudi stage is amazing for entrances. We need more big stage Raws and SmackDowns occasionally.
Again, the BS show tells no lies. Thank you, Three Kings, for that. I miss unique stages
Yeah.
for shows.
Yeah.
They used to do that every month, and I'm sure that ate up their budget a lot, probably.
sure.
But I do hate it for like the big important shows that's not WrestleMania, you know, that they just have the giant screen. And I do like a little bit though, like now that we're getting to like the big shows, like your Rumbles, your SummerSlams, when they're at a stadium, I think they do this because they want to sell more seats, but they really make the screen smaller, and they're coming out like the old school WWF Superstars or Saturday Night's Main Event, where like you're just coming out that tunnel and everybody's right there to try to touch you coming out. And so that sort of vintage thing, I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to highlight Talea, Cynthia, hey, because that is one of our daughters. What's up, boo?
All right.
Let's see. Aaron Drew, when John Cena started to springboard DDT and stuff, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did start picking it up for sure.
He started to try to do too much, I think, yeah. But I mean, that was that kind of, he kind of needed to do too much for a little bit to win other people over.
You didn't know that we were on TikTok as well. You just became the first member of our TikTok team. No one could ever take that away from you. Yeah.
All right, Jay
go,
Money,
Jay Money.
Inaugural champion. We are going to have to take that title from you, though, and we'll give you a ring instead to wear.
I will ring to wear. That's right. Jay Money, why don't you go in Patreon and join that community too? So you could be up in there with our Discord. You know, I thought y'all was going to be really up in the Discord talking about stuff more, and you guys are not. But that's okay. I just wanted to give you guys that opportunity if you wanted to be in there talking more. But that's all right.
Dossie, for me, Dusty was appealing to the common man, and Cody speaks like he's about to take the bar exam. It's a little off for me. Yeah, no, I do think promo-wise, you're absolutely right. Although Dusty sometimes would dress to match Flair when he was wrestling. He'd come out in fur coats from time to time. I still think you're more right than you're not in that, though. And I do feel like Cody is almost like if Dusty and Flair had a baby.
Yeah, and he should be his own thing. He shouldn't be his dad's exact schmeal.
Yeah, and I think that corporate side of Cody is definitely there because he wants to be Cena in a way, like off camera. He wants to be the guy who represents the company and stuff.
And he is.
And so when he is trying to tap into that common man part of him, I agree. At times, it does feel disingenuous, which eventually, not anytime soon, as long as he keeps selling T-shirts and stuff.
Right.
When he eventually turns heel, that's going to be epic.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
Hollywood Cody Rhodes or something. I don't
love
know.
it. That would
Whatever
be
we
great.
get. What do you have to do to challenge me to get Big Goldie? It'll take about $300-400. Let me look at my rent. Let me look at my rent payment, and we'll figure it out.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, let's see. Legacy. Yeah, Legacy was great back in the day. I'm waiting for Cody and Randy to hit things off at some point.
Hey, Hatham, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Where are you writing from? Sami Zayn must join a team. Yes.
Yeah.
And it must not be solos. We would die.
Nah. I don't see the argument for that. I mean, he had a bit of a connection to Solo, but not the rest of those guys.
Oh, now, yeah, I see Jay Money over there too. That's so funny. Hey, Sarah. Oh, my sister just stopped up in here. How you doing? It's
All
good to
right.
see you. Well, see you in here. I can't see you, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, daughter
gotta-
showing some love.
Let's go. Okay.
Roman Reigns for life. Yeah,
Hey.
that's right. That's right.
He is the OTC.
He is the OTC. Thanks, Talea.
That is a bright light.
Y'all show our daughter some love. Say hello to Talea.
Glad you could be here, Talia. You know what? Sheamus is slimming up a little bit.
He is. He was tired of all the burger after burger
He
comments.
started going to In-N-Out and going without the bun, getting it in the wrap, you know?
They made him come back a little earlier than expected, right?
Yeah.
So
he was a little
started asking
premature.
for the, what is it called when they wrap it in lettuce? I forgot. No, it's not animal style. It's something.
remember.
I did hear about that, though, without the bun.
Man, that's already main event time. Thanks for having me here
Already
tonight, Becky.
main
This has
event
gone by
time.
fast.
It did, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you for being here. We
course.
appreciate it. I can't hold this show down by myself, boy. I can't tell you.
It is a tag team affair for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. Does Bronson Reed come out here
Ooh.
and make sure Seth doesn't win?
I don't think Bronson's done with him, for
Yeah,
sure.
For sure.
Chat, you tell me, what's your temperature on Seth Rollins these days? Like, are y'all still all about him? Do y'all want to, like, take a break from him? Did you never like him? Will you ride for him forever? How do you feel?
You know what's so funny? I can appreciate and acknowledge him for what he is and how what he brings, and it's fun to sing his song, and like he's changed himself up and became his wife, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm okay when he's not here.
Yeah.
I know that's weird.
Yeah. No, I felt like he came back too early. Like
Yeah.
when Bronson put him out. Oh,
Give
this
us
is
time to
wild.
miss you.
We're in Saudi Arabia. Are you familiar with the store Buc-ee's? It's like a huge truck stop.
Yes.
There's a guy in the crowd in Saudi Arabia with a Buc-ee's t-shirt. It was like blink it and miss it, but I saw the logo. That is wild.
Have you had their like caramel corn, the Buc-ee's, like the, what is it called? So Talea, who's in here, we were at my other sister's house and she had those. And she told us that that's where she got it from.
Yeah.
And so she had to go online and find them and order them.
Oh,
they
man.
were so good.
Oh, that's awesome. I have not had them, but like I hear nothing but good things about that whole establishment.
Oh my gosh, their stuff is amazing.
J Money said, I'm kind of done with Seth. Steven, I appreciate what he's done, but I'm tired of seeing him. I feel like more opportunities should be given to others. I'm tired of always in the picture. J Money, I tend to agree with you on that. Like, I like Seth a lot, but like I feel like he's at the point right now where he's kind of like a main event gatekeeper. So like whenever I see him in the match, I'm like, oh, whoever he's facing is going to win. Like I just don't believe he's got a chance. And I think part of that is just because, to no fault of his own, I feel like he really carried the brand for a long time. Mm-hmm. And so now it's just like, take a break, you know, like Hamilton, you know, just take a break. Take a longer break. Go. You and Becky go spend some time with your little girl.
Yeah.
And Seth can come back. I mean, I'll miss him eventually, but I don't feel like he's ever been gone long enough for me to like really reignite what I liked about him.
Right. Okay, another super chat from our workhorse.
He is
title
putting
champion.
honky tonk man death grip on that shot.
Right.
Let's go.
Right. He's like, I take my title seriously.
Actually, more of a Bret Hart thing. Honky Tonk Man would have like dropped a big donation and then left, you know, like running away from his competitors. You're just taking on everybody tonight. I like it.
Okay, I think him and Becky are in the same spot where they are great, but it's time to make some room for the newer acts. He will always have a spot.
Yes. He and Becky, exactly the same to me. I don't have a negative word to say about either one of them, but that's I think they just need. I'm really glad Becky's taking some time off because I think she'll be because when she comes back, the women's scene will be a much different landscape. So she'll have fresh matchups.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, Dossie said that, Teflon Don said that he lives like 40 minutes away from them.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah. Seth Rollins goes to AEW, never.
No, but if he did, the first thing I want to see him do is get in Will Ospreay's face.
Right? Gosh,
So here's the thing. If they ever did a real AEW WWE Forbidden Door, there's some stuff I'd want to see, but I want WWE to do it because I don't trust AEW's creative to execute it right.
No, absolutely not.
I would love to see Randy Orton just show up and RKO both of the Young Bucks. I would love to see Seth and Will Ospreay just have a banger match.
Yeah.
And why not? For funsies, let's have Punk and Jack Perry in the ring together.
Oh, that would
In an I Quit match. Why not?
That would be right up there with when Matt Hardy broke in to fight Edge.
Oh yeah, that feud had so much potential.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it's kind of hard because you had real feelings going on. Talea Cynthia. I feel the same about Kevin Owens, and I personally cannot bring myself to like Brock Lesnar. You're not the only one.
Brock's not for everybody. My wife doesn't like Brock Lesnar
I
either.
don't like him either.
And that was before his attachment
Oh yeah, no, I've never liked him.
to the
Ever.
civil suit.
I just don't like him. I just never have.
Yeah.
He just reminds me of Dennis the Menace on steroids.
He is a menace.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Kevin Owens, I felt that way about Kevin Owens too, but like when they did that sort of viral heel turn that wasn't on TV just recently with Cody, I was like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
And I do
He's
like,
growing on me, yeah.
even though I don't always love KO, I love his gimmick of being like the fourth wall breaker of WWE, of the one who only ever points out the things we as fans see on TV.
Yeah.
So I get it. I enjoy it that he's the only character who gets to do it, and that he gets really like annoyed in promos sometimes, and he's like, "Let me guess, the Judgment Day is going to come out and interrupt me now because they do this every 5 minutes into the show." You know, he was doing that like 6 months ago. Anyway,
yeah.
So I like that about him, but
yeah.
but
He's
no, I
grown
get
on
it.
me too.
That's just the hard thing with
Hey, C. Henry.
people, with performers who have really had a lot of longevity in this current season because we have so much programming, that taking breaks, one, I think is better for the performers and their health, but also works to their benefit as a character. Because, you know, Roman took 4 months off, I guess, 4 or 5 months off, and he's refreshed. And y'all, I mean, like, present company excluded, you know, I was getting a little fatigued with Roman. Getting a little fatigued with Solo in his absence because he wasn't really bouncing off anybody, and we were all waiting for Roman to come back. And then once he did, you know, I feel better about Solo. So yeah, just, you know, taking breaks I think is good for the roster now.
Yeah.
On multiple levels.
DJ G Money, you know, how are you gonna say Sammy can't be trusted? Sammy hasn't shown anything in the last couple years to show that he can't be trusted.
I will play devil's advocate real quick.
But
if and only if I'm Roman Reigns, I don't trust Sammy. Because the last time I saw Sammy, he cracked me in the back with a chair.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, like, and that's a hurdle they're gonna have to actually address if they're gonna reconcile.
And if they do actually have Sammy ultimately go heel, it would make sense for him and KO to be heel together.
But I don't think Sammy will turn. I still think he's going to come back into the fold.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like Brock Lesnar, but I want him to give Gunther an F5. That's how much I can't stand Gunther, and I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan. Okay, movie queen. I do. I was bummed out that we never really got that Brock Lesnar-Gunther match. I think they were building towards that when everything went down.
Forgive, don't forget Roman. Laugh out loud. Wouldn't trust him neither.
You know, for this being a taped show, you guys have been really lively in the chat tonight, too. So I really appreciate, like, that shows the community is stronger than the product sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So this has been great.
Oh, my.
We got some predictions that Bronson might show up to cause some havoc for Seth. Priest really doing a lot of homages these days. Like, his whole gear screams Kane to me.
Yeah.
He's got the Razor Ramon moves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Seth caught himself on the way down a little bit.
He really hit his head on that.
Man. Well, Pete Dunne Pete Dunne, Isn't it wild? Pete Dunne was on like every single WWE show for like 3 months straight, and I've forgotten about him all
I
of a
have
sudden.
forgotten about him too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they bring Pete Dunne all the way to Saudi Arabia for a run in though. I think Bronson Reed is at least more likely since we know he's already there from Crown Jewel. I would love to see Damian Priest versus Malachi Black. I hope Malachi Black comes back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he was one of those guys that probably had a real shot when Hunter's running things.
Yeah.
That Vince just didn't get it.
Just didn't get it.
Yeah, there's so many guys Vince just didn't get that had a good shot.
I mean, it just didn't make sense. He was mid-story. We didn't even get to finish the book.
No, he just jumped in and kicked Big E in the face one night and then was cut 3 days later.
Yeah.
Like a reverse
that was one
Jesus.
of the most surprising things. I like how Priest sold that hurt.
Sold the shirt.
Yes, the shirt was like, oh.
The disrespect.
Did it stink?
Maybe.
Maybe it was a Vader. Maybe it was a homage to Vader and it stunk.
Hey, maybe. There's a little Kane. There's a little Vader in that getup.
Yeah, it's not till next year, right, Samantha? Yeah.
Yeah.
But just heading towards the catering vortex. That's funny, Lauren.
If I ever got the opportunity to like go backstage at a Raw or a SmackDown or a PLE, I would want, and it's not just because I'm a big dude, but I would want to hit up catering just because I feel like that's one of the monument markers of a wrestling fan to say like, oh, I was in catering,
Right,
you know,
right.
to say, go to gorilla position, all that stuff too. But I'd want to go to catering too.
That's funny.
Because I want to know what quality of food they're getting for a huge company, you know?
In Total Divas, I've actually seen the catering backstage a few times, and I'm like, that does not look like I thought it would look. But maybe because they because they perform so much.
Yeah.
That they're just like
They probably have to have stuff that'll travel that can cook relatively quickly.
Because it didn't look all that.
But also a lot of these performers have pretty bland diets too. So I imagine they don't have a ton of flavor.
I mean, it's funny because I've been on a few sets. Like I've been like when A was filming Shapeshifter, the movie, their catering was like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and like, that kind of stuff because it was a low budget. But then I've also been on like, I was doing my girlfriend's hair on one of the sets where she was a star of a movie. And it was also low budget, but it was like the next step of low budget, but their catering was pretty decent actually. Like they had a caterer who was doing it. And then I've actually been like on the video sets and like with some music videos and that catering is like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, there's such a big difference.
I've done a little bit of background work here in LA and it varies. Sometimes I'm like, wow, this food is too good for what they're asking me to be here for today. And then sometimes it's like, oh, here's some corn nuts and a Diet Coke. Like, I mean, so whatever it is, but I didn't have to pay for any of it. So I wasn't going to put it down.
Yeah.
But
A used to do a lot of background work too, but the thing was because he was a vegan, I don't know if he had, but no, I think that he actually had come home a few times bragging like, oh my gosh, they had some stuff for vegans there that was really good, but yeah.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so this is coming to a close. Did you guys say who you had? Did everybody put who you had for this? Because we're getting towards the end here. Who you got for this?
A few of you said you got spoiled from earlier in the night.
Don't tell me if you know.
Well, no, the chat has been really good about, for those of you who got spoiled, for not spoiling it for others. So I respect to you guys, and I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
I think the mods, there were a couple of spoiling trolls early in the night
they did. Okay.
But they got dealt with.
They got dealt with.
Thanks to our mods.
You like to got dealt with.
Somebody got the wig split. Let's see. Got Priest, Dom, quite a few Doms. I mean, not Doms, Damians. Sorry, Priest.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems deep between Priest and Dom. Nobody believes in Seth or Sheamus. I can't blame you.
That is so funny.
At this point.
Yeah.
I would love to see Dom take it because I would sit down with my popcorn and watch a Dom Mysterio Gunther match. Like,
Well, the
it
fact
would be,
that Gunther made that comment.
it would be nuts. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's see. Oh, AJ's stepping out. AJ,
you gotta
thank you
run?
for sharing a seat tonight for me.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't have quorum, then you'll be back soon.
Yeah, if Dom wins, I'm here for the unhinged insanity that could be a Dom Gunther match and what could happen to Dom's chest
I'm
afterwards.
for it too.
But if the promos would be amazing.
Yeah.
If Priest wins, I get it making sense from like them matching up together, and Priest I don't think ever really got a proper rematch, you know. But I'm not excited for it.
Yeah. All right, everybody say bye to A.
I did see that movie Queen in October. Jey Uso sold more merch than Roman Reigns and CM Punk combined.
Wow.
That's main event level stuff. I mean, if you keep
That's
selling
crazy.
merch, and that's why I tried to tell so many like my other friends who were worried that like Jey was just going to be a tag team wrestler again when the Bloodline formed. I'm like, they see those merch sales. He is still going to be his own guy.
Oh yeah.
But also Punk hasn't been on TV for a whole month, and Roman's only got that one T-shirt, I think. So
yeah.
I don't want to take anything away from Jey, but he's got a ton of merch choices as well,
right.
and that'll always put you at the top of the list.
Yeah.
For sure. Gunther would chop the chicken tendies out of Dom. He would turn Dom boneless. He smacked the meat right off the bone.
Three Diglets, you have been quiet. Are you not in here? You
Is
must
he just
not.
biding his time? Well, it's not a world title night, is it?
No, but he also must not have been in here when Three Diglets when Three Kings says something about him,
Yeah.
or he would have said something.
Yeah, he'll holler a promo back. With the tights. Oh,
I thought he was about to get it with the
I thought
tights.
Dom had him. Pedigree.
Wow.
Haven't seen that in a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you.
It's my boy. All right.
Oh.
Bronson Reed in the house. He's still got bandages on from the night.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
But I
ain't
like
here
that he was
for
taking out
nobody
everybody
else.
in the way.
Right? Oh, put him through the table. Priest, stay out of his business.
He just put his hands on Priest.
What in the world? Well, I mean, there's no DQ in a four-way match,
That's
so
true.
let him just wreck everybody.
Oh.
Because that would put him over on all four of these guys.
Oh.
Okay. I tell you this right now, if there's a face Gunther, there's a monster to put him with.
Oh my gosh.
But I think we're still a ways away from something like that.
Yeah. He's just hiding.
Dom just hiding back.
Oh.
Oh!
I think Dom is going to get it.
Oh my gosh, he gonna sneak in and steal it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're going to get your
Reed
wish.
is, oh, come on. Reed is making waves.
Oh my goodness.
Come in and steal it.
Oh my goodness.
Get in there, Dom.
Oh,
Eat
goodness.
those scraps.
Yeah, come on.
Oh!
He's going to do it right now that they've done that.
Yeah. Had to wait for the shot.
Yeah.
Dude, Reed popped right back up from that thing, too.
Yeah, he did.
Dude is going to be a star. I mean, he is a star, but now we need some Bronson Reed merch, fanatics. I know he's only got like 2 shirts right now, and one of them goes like all the way back to NXT.
And
or
look
something.
at him just walk off. There you go.
Come on,
there
Dom.
You go,
He's
Dom.
gone,
what are
dude.
You
He's
taking
gone.
So long for? Oh my gosh.
Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Priest, you punk.
Jeez. Oh.
Is that Dom's hair in his face, or is he?
Oh, 619.
Come on. Finish the job.
Oh, and he's going to pin Priest. Oh.
Stop it. Ah. One, two,
3.
Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Oh.
I'm tired of Priest crossing paths with a Judgment. Hopefully that'll be it, I guess. I don't know, but
Yeah, no, I think that they're done with that part of it.
but also is this like this can't be for Survivor Series because that's like 3 or 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
Is it next week they're gonna fight? Because he could show up with taped up ribs the way he's selling
Yeah.
that and be, picking the bones. Gunther could be picking his bones for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so come on, y'all. What do you give it?
Yeah. Now, when we said this is the BS show, this is not the type of BS we were talking about. We'll go home, eat some chicken tenders, and cry in the corner.
T-Man gives it an 8 out of 10.
All right. 10 out of 10, Justin. Okay.
Justin gives it a 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Anthony. Give it a 5 out of 10 just because it got spoiled.
Sorry, main event.
Well,
I'm sorry, dude.
That's not the fault of the hello.
Thanks for keeping the chat vibes going the whole time. Main event,
Yes. I love the name The BS Show.
though. Yeah. Well, we speak the truth.
Yeah. Samantha Poole,
Stare down.
8.5. Tyrell Breed, 10 out of 10. Patrick, 10 out of 10. Firefighter Jimmy. I didn't know you were up in here. Have Firefighter. Thank you for your service. 10. Andrew, 10. You're sick of Damian. No, don't be sick of Damian.
He just needs something
Rickardy,
else to do.
6.5. Jody Bennett, 6 out of 10 because it got spoiled. Okay. BS show with the BS ending.
Hey, again, no lies told.
You got bad news tonight, Firefighter Jimmy? Oh, I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry to hear that. What's up? What do you give it?
I mean, I give it a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. Maybe I'll bump it up to an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a entertaining show. Didn't love the finish, the main event, and when that's the last taste in your mouth, kind of like drops it a little. But I thought overall, though, that Dragon Lee Gable match was fantastic. The women's battle royal towards the end of it, especially, which is how you want to leave that impression, was great. The Miz Wyatt segment was awesome. So I mean, there was a lot to enjoy. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8.5.
Okay, 8.5. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, Samantha Poole, good night. Blood Ninja gives it a 7. Okay. Yeah, so basically Dylan Danger an 8 out of 10. Yeah, so we're all, like most of us are somewhere around the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got a Bloodline segment out of it tonight, too.
Yeah,
so,
and it was a
that's
great
all good.
Bloodline segment, too.
With
Oh, I am so sorry, Firefighter Jimmy. I'm so sorry.
man.
That sucks.
Jimmy, I'm so sorry, bro. Those things are never easy.
No. 100,000 out of 100,000 for us, Jody. Thank you, sweetie.
Thanks, Jody. Woo!
Yeah, we are so sorry for your loss. Thank you, Jody. Woo! Okay. Dylan Danger, you understand why they gave the win to Priest because they were saving Dominik for the IC title?
I can.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know that he's going to beat Braun, but yeah, okay.
As much as a lover of insanity surrounding Dom Mysterio, I like.
But he
I
does
don't
have
know.
the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I
Braun
don't know if
doesn't
I'm
have
ready for him to
anybody.
take Braun down.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
That's a little too unhinged for me, but
Yeah.
also that might be fun.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because him coming out with the IC title, like Dom having an IC title reign is something that I'm very excited about the prospect of.
Yeah.
Just being the one to take it from Braun would be a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody, we are so grateful for you guys coming in here, hanging out with us. Yes, thank you everybody for giving Jimmy the condolences.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a family and we care, and so we are sorry that you're going through that for sure.
Retired cop and in the service sounds like a good man and a life well lived too. In his 40s. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh well, I'm devastated for you, man. I'm in my 40s. That's
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's awful.
so sorry, Jimmy.
I'm sorry. We'll be praying for you and for your family during this time. All right, you guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again to Stephen
Yes.
Sandridge
Thanks
coming
for
in
having
with
me.
the big gold.
That's right. Woo!
Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the super chats up in here. Three Kings, you are the bomb. Diggity coming in here, showing out strong.
Ran this show tonight.
Still our puppy chow champion.
Oh.
Yes. We
Sorry.
love you guys. We appreciate it. I know these dogs want to go for their walk. And Steven is going to try to help us get this NXT thing going.
Anytime, fam.
And we love you all. Have a great night. See you soon. Okay, TikTok.